this one really shocked me, and it will shock anybody. Can you imagine a Jamaican man do RAP whatever and can't be deported back to Jamaica because his crime is too severe? No, something is wrong here, sir. Because his crime so bad that they can't deport him at Jamaica. So what kind of crime that him could have do so? That them a deport people with crime. We still not want him back there anyway. But then say he can't go back because he crime too bad. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, this is the case of a Jamaican man who is unable to be deported because of the severity of his past crimes. And this raises significant ethical and legal questions about justice and protection of individuals with complicated backgrounds. Now, journeying from this man's childhood as the son of a police informant to a life marked by repeated offenses in England, this man's story is fraught with complexities that challenge our understanding of accountability and human rights. Now, initially, the man's family entered witness protection in Jamaica when the boy was only 13 years old. And this whole scenario was prompted by his mother's crucial role in helping imprison a notorious gang leader for murder. Now, this early exposure to violence and crime no doubt shaped this young man's experience and the path that him take in later in his life. Now, after he relocate to the UK, and this, with diminished prospect and safety and stability, the man decided to falter. Eventually, he started committing serious crimes because he was exposed to them something from him a child. And this include RAPE, which led him to multiple imprisonment in England. Now, in 2001, he went to England as a visitor. And when him go there, him get the permission to stay as a student. However, him soon overstay him visa and him face complicated legal battle concerning his immigration status and him past offenses where him a go on with in England too. So despite applying for asylum in 2006, all the criminal activities where him do, such as unlawful wounding and burglary and anything that is out of the way that him go there and do, it resulted in significant prison sentence, which further complicated his ability to stay in the UK. Now, the Home Office sought to deport him in 2019, arguing that his criminal history excluded him from refugee protection. However, his appeal raised critical concern about his safety if him return to Jamaica. Because remember, from him 13-year-old, him was in protective custody. Now, an immigration tribunal ultimately ruled in his favor, citing human rights consideration and the potential risk he would face from retaliation, as no assurances could be guaranteed regarding his re-entry into witness protection program, because he already come out and him an adult, and if they could guarantee say when him go back to Jamaica, they would have put him in a witness protection program, them would have deport him back. But them cannot get no guarantee from the Jamaica security people them. So this is why Them say unless them get it, them can't send it back to Jamaica. Now this case reflects the tangled intersections of justice, rehabilitation, and human rights. While society has a vested interest in protecting itself from dangerous offenders, the complexity sometimes of some people, especially in the case of this man's life, it also highlights the need for compassion and consideration of systemic issues that often contribute to criminal behavior. I know some people on here might not agree. Me not agree with that neither. Because if him was in protective custody, even though him was just a child, him should have learned from that crime no pay. Instead, him find himself in the same situation. Now, the unfolding situation prompts essential discussion about how we approach not only the punishment of crimes, but also the opportunities for genuine rehabilitation and protection for those who have been caught in cycle of violence and criminality. They probably just put him in protective custody and then that's it. And he's a kid. You understand? Him just a walk from here, so hide from this to this to this to this. And nobody not thinks that this could affect a child, affect the child to the point where the child himself turn out to be a violent criminal. Now, the relentless cycle of violence and retribution challenges our conceptions of safety and justice on a broader scale. It warrants a critical examination of the system in place in a Jamaica when you put somebody in a protective custody. They should try to protect both the individuals and also sometimes even the community. So, society must grapple with these realities as it seeks to balance accountability with empathy, especially for those who have long been vulnerable to circumstances beyond their control. And this is what them do here. But at the same time, sometimes you show empathy, but at the same time you still have to question the empathy that is shown. Now them showing him the empathy, say he can't go back to Jamaica, because if he go back to Jamaica and him not in a protective custody, anything can happen. And on the other side now, why should he go to a country, get the opportunity to go to school, and instead of make good use of it, him choose a life of crime. And now he might face deportation. Anyway guys, if you have watched the video so far, leave a comment and tell me what you think about this story. And I will see you back here on my next YouTube video.